matter. Dr. Lolita, Teacher Dr. Lolita, turning it over to you.
Hey there. Hey, everybody. I am so excited to be here again on another Thursday in order to follow Dr. Janie and just shake it up just a little bit to have some.
I don't know, but I like that until I see her on mic. How's that?
Oh, there you go. I was so going, all of the things, and just was still on mute for Clubhouse. Good morning and happy Thursday, everybody. Can you all hear me now?
Yes.
Awesome. Good morning, everybody. I am Lolita E. Walker for all of you all who I don't know as of yet. So excited to be here. I come to you weekly just to give you a little bit of what I like to call coaching cocktails and conversation. So coaching is where I leave you with a couple nuggets just to challenge your thinking, right? Whatever you can't use, just leave it right there at the bus stop. No problem at all, because somebody will pick a nugget up that will help them to progress their day efficiently, effectively, and all of the things. Okay. Cocktails is not so much about what you're sipping on. It's more about celebrating the greatness of who it is that you are standing in this place, in this right now. Okay. I know earlier we were talking about awareness, is being aware and then knowing that you have the right to absolutely celebrate that. So I help you do that inside of the conversations that we have. And then conversations is the juiciness of what we are having today. So I want to say hey to my Facebook group, Coaching Cocktails and Conversations, LinkedIn, YouTube, Breakfast with Champions, all of the places that you are going to stream this a little later on if you're not in on the conversation today. But today's topic of what I want to share with you in this power half an hour, okay, I give you a power half an hour, is called Renewing You When the Old Takes Hold. And how did I come up with this? I always try to give you tangible strategies and tips, because one thing that I love is to leverage time appropriately. And I think that we just need to make the best of our time. I always talk about how we are on this life. We're in this world only for a limited lifetime. And with that, we just want to make impact while we're here. And so we take what we can and we leave what we can't in order to progress us to where it is that we're going. Hey, Dr. Jeannie. I see that she said hi from LinkedIn. So thank you so much. Hey, Dr. Jeannie. Today's topic came from old habits. It came from these notions of replaying things inside of your head, which are stopping us from the progression that we want. So the thought is, how do you renew yourself when the old takes hold? So you might be thinking, old what, Lolita? Well, guess what? A power acronym is coming as well. And so when I think old, I think outdated narratives, lies, and distractions. Here's the thing. They're gonna come. And when we know that these outdated narratives, these lies, these distractions are going to come into our everyday and going to try to halt us from where it is that we're going, since we know that, then we put things in place to help us to shift to a new mindset. And that's what I really want to get into the discussion today about renewing you when the old takes hold. Today I decided that my son has left for the summer. He's gone for the summer and he's enjoying his time with his father and the other side of the family. And I think it's phenomenal, right? But one of the things that he said is he was getting out of school. I'm so excited. I have a sixth grader now. But I remember during the course of the semester, he was saying how bad he was at math, right? I'm so bad at math. I never can get it. All of these definitive things. I'm so bad at math. I know I can't get it. Related to your life. What are you telling yourself? Where are these outdated narratives? So he said, I know you're always saying that I need evidence of the things I'm saying to myself. So I can tell you that time I got a C on a math test. It happened. I know for sure. So what I'm saying is true. Outdated narratives. Well, let's talk about the A's that I saw you get. Let's talk about the understanding and the wins. Let me help you to do that. And the reason why I'm sharing that with you today is because inside of our power is to replace the outdated narratives with our current state. We write our new narratives every single day. You have the power to start today. The reason why I'm talking about this with you today is because there's somebody that's listening in, that's ready to start their business, that has started their business, that's ready to go to school, that's ready to write a book, that's ready to do all of the things that you always knew, empowered yourself to want to do. But somehow this outdated narrative has caused you to tell yourself that I'm not going to be able to do that. And I'm here to remind you that today is the day that you shake it up and tell yourself that today I am renewing because the old has taken hold. It's first awareness. The old has taken hold. The O in old is outdated narratives. And I gave you this example. And so I'd love to know, what is an outdated narrative that you didn't even realize, like, oh my gosh, I have been telling myself this thing for a while and it's just keeping me handcuffed. I'll tell you one of mine, and I hadn't even really thought about this before I started talking, but one of the outdated narratives that I would say that is happening right now for me is, oh my gosh, I am a procrastination queen. People say, really? Yes, I'm a procrastination queen. So the first is awareness of that thing that's happening right there. So I said that I was going to have 3 books that were ready by July. Y'all, that's only in a month, right? Yes. So 3 books I was going to have ready by July. And these 3 books were going to be individual books of the poems that I had written in my second book. And so, as you can see behind me, Can We Talk, Dear Anxiousness, Can We Talk is ready. Yay. But where are the other 2? Where's the revamp from this one? And I had been telling myself this old narrative of, guess what? We thrive under pressure, right? We thrive under pressure. I'll get it done. And sometimes it's the reality of the old narratives and the old tapes coming back, because I've seen evidence of where that happens. But who says that we work most effectively inside of that pressure? Now, you can take any old narrative tape. So, in mine, one of the things that I know that I want to do in order to release all the extra pressures that I have on me is start doing some things in advance. I get it done and I will get it done. But how about, Lolita, you be more proactive instead of reactive? And therefore, guess what that does? It helps you inside of some of the other goals that you have inside of your life. That's just one example of old narratives, what old narratives are playing in your head, because you can reshape and rewrite those today. I want you to think about it. Today is about renewing you when the old takes hold. Okay. Love it. The next I want to talk about is the L. The L is about the lies that we tell ourselves. I'll go back to when I talked about my son, never, the word never. I'm never going to get this. Oh my goodness, you told me you were never going to get fractions. You told me you were never going to get multiplication. You told me that division was the worst thing that ever happened and you were never going to get that. And look where we are today. That's the basis of all the work that you're doing. That is a lie. It's true. You are never going to do that. Lolita, you will never win this political seat that you were running from. I heard that. That was somebody else's lie. Sometimes people tell you the things that they want to project on you because they haven't quite gotten to the echelon of where they know that they deserve to be. So somehow along the way, they got stuck. But that doesn't have to be your stuckness. So today, again, coaching cocktails and conversations that I bring to Breakfast with Champions really is all about this notion of awareness. It's about opening up your mind a little bit differently. It's about seeing something a little differently inside of your life so that you can shake it up and then move intentionally. Today, we're talking about renewing you when the old takes hold. And the way I'm defining old today is, what outdated narratives are you sharing with yourself? What are you pushing into your mind that then is becoming your reality? We have the power to reshape, recraft, rewrite the narratives that really guide our lives. What lies are others telling you? What lies are you telling yourself? And here's the key of what you can do. Because I have clients that say, okay, Lolita, I hear you. I hear you. But now what? What do I do? Well, here's something that's so simple. The question is that really true? That's it. Is that really true? If the answer is yes, I want you to tell yourself, okay, if the answer is yes for that, you never can get that. Let me think about one time I did get it. There you have it. The narrative has shifted. The lie has been uncovered. It's been revealed. I want you to know that you are bigger, better, and bolder than all of the lies that want to come your way. And sometimes they're from other people. So what do? You shift the narrative. What do? You can ask yourself, is this really true? Is it really true that I'm not going to be an author? Who told you that? Is it really true I'm not going to get on that TEDx stage? I heard that this morning. Is that really true? I would have never been on a TEDx stage if I really thought that that was true. Who told you that that was true? Who told you that you didn't have somebody in your network that has already been there that you can call and talk to for free to say, hey, guess what? I have this inside of me, and just can you help me with step number one? Yeah, go to TED.com. Step number one, just ask the question. Sometimes the lies prevent us from moving inside of the directions that we know that we should be, right? Oh my gosh, absolutely. If you were here last week, then you heard Sandra Brown. I was talking to you all about a couple of strategies in order to move forward in life. And one of the things I said is I grabbed whatever we were talking about. I grabbed my first book, The Intersection of Change. And I said, oh my gosh, yes. In my first book, we talk about, I think it was forgiveness. And we were talking, I was like, oh my gosh. And there's some soul work around forgiveness. You got to go back and listen if you weren't here for that. And she said, isn't that a powerful statement? Your first book. Isn't that a powerful statement? And I had never thought about that. Yeah. And I remember the process of the first book. And now it's like the fourth book, the fifth book. It's kind of like getting a tattoo. I tell people all the time, I'm never going back and getting a tattoo again. The lies. 7 times later, I'm still there. Because every single time I say, who told me that this pain was something that I wanted? Stop telling yourself the word never. Cut it out. Because life is an open book and you can choose to walk left. You could choose to walk right. You could choose to walk forward. You could choose to stay complacent. You could choose to go backward. But today, inside of this conversation, we're talking about renewal. And so renewal means we're moving forward. Renewing means we are shifting all of everything that is right here inside of us. So my Women's Weekend Renewal Retreat is all about renewing you. It's all about coming to the table, allowing me to shake you up just a little bit, allowing yourself to be able to be present, and me pouring into you, experts pouring into you. It's about you recognizing that now is the time where my old has taken hold, but I am ready, I am willing, I am committed to walking, talking, and behaving differently. These outdated narratives, I want to recognize what they are because I'm about to crush them. I'm going to help you to axe them on down. The lies that other people have been telling us that somehow is attached to us, like little bugs just attached to us. We're going to shake them off. We're going to scrape them off, right? The distractions that sometimes get in our way that are preventing us from moving inside of the moments that we absolutely need, we're moving them out of the way. Here's the thing, they're gonna be there, but the key is recognizing where they are and then knowing here are the strategies that I'm absolutely going to leverage. Hey, Kanika, she said, great topic. Glad I was able to join in a Facebook group. I'm so excited that you were able to join too. So I just want to hear from you all. Are you all hearing outdated narratives? What are you saying to yourself? Are there lies that other people told you that you didn't even realize till now? And you're like, huh, okay. Are there distractions that are right beside of you and you recognize that, oh my gosh, yeah. So Veronica said, does anyone have any information on how I can sign up to attend that retreat? Veronica, I'm so glad you asked. You could go to lolitawalker.com and click on retreats. You can go to bit.ly/September 2023 retreat. You can also click, if you're in Clubhouse, you can click right at the top and you'll go straight to lolitawalker.com as well. And so the beauty of this 4-day intentional retreat for women by women in order to gift women the next step, the confidence, clarity, and commitment is that I work with you one-on-one, right? This right here is great. And we have these sessions together, but it's really all about walking, talking, and behaving differently. And each of us come to the table with something different, right? Here's an outdated narrative that I'll share with you all that's mixed with a lie and a distraction. The old had taken hold. This is my 12th retreat that I'm doing now. Okay. True story. And I remember the way that it started was because I had been to all these women's retreats and I'm like, dang, those were pretty cool. But now what? There was something that I felt empty about. Like there was something that didn't hit me. And I woke up one day and I'm like, that's it. I'm hosting a retreat. Done and done. Who can I partner with in order to make sure that my vision comes to life? And I chose two people who I knew could bring it to life because I already had the vision of what I wanted. I knew the gaps that I felt, the outdated narrative, the lie that others had told me, the lie that I believed because I was new to entrepreneurship. I had never done a women's retreat before was, you're not going to be able to afford to do that. What are you talking about? Nobody's going to come to that. What makes you an expert in that field that you're going to get people there? Really, these are the things that were coming at me when I did my first women's weekend renewal retreat. And I remember sitting and thinking, and that penetrating me a little bit, and me saying, but I already know what I want. And it sold out. And then the next one sold out. And then the next one sold out. And every single time when you're in that moment and you create what you want, it's not about, for me, my success wasn't about 80 people coming to the retreat. As a matter of fact, for mine, remember, we're talking about when the old takes hold, what are you going to do? This is an example of, yes, my old had taken hold of me in that moment. Because what was success to me? Success wasn't 100 people coming, because I wanted a really small retreat, actually. Success was about a small group of power women coming together and getting poured into. Success was me being able to release so that then I could receive from the women that were around. Success to me meant that I was going to sell out a small group. I think at the first one, I might have had 12 women, 12, room for 12 to be there comfortably. And oh my goodness, let me tell you, the power of that thing right there happening was what I needed in order to craft a brand new chapter of my life. And it kept going, kept going, kept going, getting bigger, getting bolder. I want you to know that you leap because your faith and your strengths have wings that are going to protect your fall. I want you to know that you deserve to be able to take the steps. The outdated narratives, the lies, the distractions that are in front of us, that's just what they are. So who told you that you're not ready to leap? Oh, so good. So a Facebook user said, sometimes we wear the old like a cozy coat because it's comfortable, or so we think. We have to make a decision to take the old ass coat off. I love that. I love that. It's so true. Sometimes we wear the old, right? These outdated narratives, these lies, these distractions like a cozy coat because we're comfortable, right? Yes, because it feels so good, because we know how to do it, because it's not shaking us up, because it's not the butterflies inside are just chilling, because we know we can do it, because I know I work well under pressure, right? That it feels good because I've demonstrated it already. I feel good inside of this lane. But we have to make a decision, just like this Facebook user said, to take that old coat off. Take it off. And here's the thing, sometimes you expose yourself. Yes. Sometimes you expose yourself, but guess what? You have a powerful community around you who's going to help you to leap to that next level. Yes, Yvette Searson, you put a B, so I was like, maybe that's not Yvette. Okay, I love that. Yes, and thank you, Yvette. You know, this is it. This is it. So I love this. Janelle Perry said, yes, 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 yes. Do it, do it, do it. I love it. You better encourage yourself. Yes. And here's the thing that I encourage me, and not only encouragement, but it's shifting it to action. That's the beauty of Walker and Walker Enterprises. That's the beauty of being in a community like Breakfast with Champions. That's the beauty of being in coaching, cocktails, and conversations. That's the beauty of now surrounding yourselves, even with people who you haven't met yet, but the people who you've only heard, that's going to lead you in the direction of where it is that you know you should be. And here's the thing that people say to me all the time. It's this one thing you said, and as a result of that, guess what I'm doing? All you got to do is shift. That's it. You could take it today. Today, we're talking about renewing you when the old takes hold. Renewing you when the old takes hold. Now, we only have about 10 more minutes together. So I want to open it up if somebody wants to declare what your old is and how you're going to shift to new. Yes, I love putting people on the spot. While you think about that, I want you to know and be aware that the old has taken hold in your life. That's the first awareness. The old has already taken hold in your life. The key now is, what are you going to do differently to walk, talk, and behave differently? What is old, Lolita? Outdated narratives, lies, distractions. I love that Yvette Searson, she said, guess what? Take the coat off. Become vulnerable, become aware, become vulnerable, and then leap. Where is it that you want to go? We talk about clarity plus confidence equals commitment. That's Lolita's 3C equation for success. Clarity plus confidence equals commitment. When you are clear on where it is that you're going, you become more committed in what it is that you're doing, right? Right? Yes. Your confidence is going to increase because you have chosen to do the work. I always talk about soul work. If you have my first book, you do soul work. If you have my second book, you do soul work. If you have the third and the fourth and the fifth and the sixth that'll continue to come out, you're going to do soul work because it's all about taking that information and then doing something with it. Listening, processing, doing. Listening, processing, doing. That is what it's all about. Period. So easy, so simple. If it were really that easy, you guys, we would all be doing it all of the time. And I was telling, I don't know if it was here or I was telling somebody else, I say it all the time, is that when I'm speaking to you, I'm really speaking to myself at the same time. So I absolutely love that Janelle Perry said that. I absolutely love that because she's saying like, yes, absolutely do it. I love that Yvette Searson said, guess what? It's like a coat. It's like an armor that we have on. And sometimes the distractions that are beside of us, sometimes we have to armor ourselves when we walk, talk, and behave differently. We got to go ahead and put on the armor of our clarity, our confidence, and our commitment and walk into that thing scared. Sometimes your community is just powering you. They're powering you. They can't walk with you on your journey of your next step, but they can power you. And how does that start? By declaring what it is that you want. I was right here inside of this place in this space talking to you all. I wish I knew the podcast episode number. When I said inside of this space, you know, one day I'm gonna be Dr. Walker. I tell you guys the story all the time. One day I'm gonna be Dr. Walker. And I guess I was saying it so much because in my mind, one day I am going to be Dr. Walker. I was telling the truth and I didn't even really recognize how much I was saying it until one day Sean Shapiro said, have you applied? Have you applied? Because I can see you there too, but have you applied? I was like, oh no, I have not applied. I have not applied. And guess what? The community came around. Then it started to be questions live. Well, Lolita, how's that process going? How's that process going? And because of my voice, because of the continuity, because of the clarity, because of the confidence, guess what? Two strangers that weren't strangers anymore. I felt like they were my family because we met on a voice app and we had been talking for so long. I felt like, oh my gosh, they were my family. Two powerful doctors wrote me letters of recommendations. I couldn't believe it. It is from you expressing yourself. The outdated narratives, the lies, the distractions, in that case, distractions were pulling me into so many different directions. And then it just took somebody to say, well, did you apply? And then somebody else to say, oh, you have been talking about this. Guess what? I'm a PhD mentor. That was Dr. Suki. And matter of fact, I'm not only a PhD mentor, but I'm going to sit with you until you get accepted into this thing. So we are going to meet, I kid you not, every Sunday at 11 o'clock a.m. until you get there. What? Powerful. When the old takes hold, your community will lift you. When the old takes hold, it's time to renew you. When the old takes hold, it's time to shift differently. It's time to renew you. That's why I do my retreats. That's why I do coaching. That's why I write books. That's why I have a podcast. That's why I come to you every single week. That's why I do the things that I do because the old has taken hold of me many times. But these outdated narratives, these lies, these distractions will keep you stuck if you allow. And guess what? If I'm not on this earth tomorrow, I want you to say, this is the impact. Okay? Someone said Lolita with all these exclamation points. Hey there, hey. I hope those are good exclamation points. I really do. I love that Janelle Perry said intentionality of others. Yes. Tosh Queen said, we all become your accountability partners in the room. That day, I remember it. See, she was there. That day, people would write to me and say, oh my gosh. I remember Renee Noor. She was she the first person? I think she might have been the first person to continuously say, Dr. Walker, Dr. Walker, Dr. Walker. And I felt a certain kind of way with that. I'm like, I haven't earned anything yet. And she said, oh no, we are manifesting this thing. We're going to keep on going because hashtag accountability. Don't you talk about that? Sometimes you need people to replay back to you what it is that you have helped them with along the way. And then when they replay it back to you, you recognize, like, yeah, it's okay. Who told you that that's not okay? Who gave you that outdated narrative, that lie, that distraction? Did somebody want to say something? Okay. I love that. Yes, Dora Maria said, I see you. Yes, I see you. I see you. I see you. Thank you so much, Dora Maria. You know, it's always something. Dora Maria, on my website, when I first started talking about my retreats, or when I started talking about I was doing a refresh to my website, I got a note from Dora Maria. Didn't even know she was doing it. And she's like, hey, this hyperlink right here doesn't work. This right here looks like a typo. This right here, it will be easier navigation if you did X, Y, and Z. Brilliant. Thank you. I didn't ask her to do that, but she has something inside of her that says, I want you to win. I want you to win. I want everybody here to win. And so what I can do on the back end is do X, Y, and Z in order to have you win. We only have a couple of minutes before I'm gone, but I want to tell you guys this. Do not allow your old to stay with you. Your old has taken hold, but how are you going to renew you? I'm here to help you to do just that. Your community is here to help you to do just that. I have 4 days where I'm pushing you to do just that, and it will happen. Accountability is what we need so that the old doesn't take hold. Your outdated narratives, your lies, your distractions, let them go. Absolutely, and hands down. Today is talking about renewing you when the old takes hold. Why? Because the old will take hold. Some of us are being taken hold of right now. We have little things pulling us right now. These old narratives are pulling us right now. These lies, they're pulling us right now. Right? These distractions are right here. Stay focused. Clarity plus confidence equals commitment. You will be successful because you are successful. Where is it that you want to go? Continue to walk, talk, and behave differently. I would love for you all to follow me on at Hey Coach Walker at Instagram. I have a post up about today's topic. I would love to know what you thought in case you didn't have an opportunity to lean in while we were here live. Want to say hi to everybody who I didn't get to today. I appreciate all of your comments. I appreciate your interactions as we continue forward. I love that this Facebook user said not only hello, but so good. So I am excited that you were able to pull something today. I'm Lolita E. Walker, certified life leadership and executive coach. Y'all stay connected. LolitaWalker.com. I hope to see some of you all at my Women's Weekend Renewal Retreat. Only 17 women, 4 days, power through because it will shift your life. Hashtag and absolutely. Okay. All right. Thank you guys.